I wanted to talk about what's set up here for humanity that they're not using, and that is the judicial courts. Okay, you can basically see that there's a population that, man, if my cat starts bugging me and distracting me from my fucking making my video, it's just, this is serious shit, man. She's from the Matrix, and she's like, please don't get into your intense communications channeling mode. And I'm like, what up, kitty? You want me to hold you while I channel? God, I'm trying to tell people about something that is really important to find out, because why? Well, I'm figuring it out. Why? Because I'm going through it. And I'm not going to tell you the whole entire thing and make a comedy act out of it until I'm kind of through it. And that might not be for another 2 or 3 years. And it's all kind of coinciding with, see, because I say I am humanity. Nobody chooses to be to go to court. They usually get dragged in there, and that's basically what happened to me. But it's like, you need to go in there and understand what's happening. It's kind of interesting. You're not guilty. Stick it through. You want to get witnesses that are competent, because when you're dealing with mental cases, narcissists and sociopaths, you need other witnesses. They can be random from around the world. There's one thing that they would have to agree on, that there's something called reality. And then with the judicial system, all you're dealing with is evidence. And you'll have to deal with the evidence against you, but sit through it, laugh, but you pull up their behaviors, who they are, what they're doing, and make them explain themselves. Like, what do they stand for? Really, really. See, a lot of people don't press through, because maybe they're doing an honest response, like they see something going on, and see, you're not going to be able to be heard until way later on. Probably not 20 years from now. It depends on how huge the case is, really, against humanity. Nobody wants to do this, by the way. Nobody does. We came here to celebrate and say, hey, isn't this beautiful? What a perfect opportunity. Look at what we have access to. See, and call me a fantastic person or whatever, but no. See, technically, you people that rely on your government, there's a government shutdown and we're chugging just fine. How do you think that is? Well, number one is that they have programmed people to just fight amongst themselves and chug away. Like, it would spin off into what? See, there's rumors that a civil war or something like that might happen. Astrologically, it's all very, very sound. All of your astrologers are saying that. So don't kill the messenger. It's about speech, ultimately. This pertains to you, too. And anybody who's trying to help you, by the way. If you don't give a fuck, what if you needed help? And it took communications to straighten things out. But there was something there that fucking relied on you being down, because that's how they plug into you. I mean, come on, the medical system making everybody sick. See, you're supposed to be at the court, you're supposed to be using that judicial system. It's pretty much dead right now. But it's going to start waking up, and see, they know. Guess what they know? They know that there's a heaven and hell. They know that there's a good and bad. Yep. They know that there's good people, and they know that there's bad people. Yep. See, and who's going to do it? See, Christ did it for us. See, that place has been empty since the days of Jesus Christ, man, and I don't want anything to do with this. But getting back to this, getting in front of 12 people, that they have to be tested of their faculties, right? Do a reality check, because basically you might be dealing with a vacuum of the narcissist's world who they just want you dead. Yep! Uh-huh! Yep! Happy Halloween, by the way. The veil is getting thin. And there are spiritually possessed people. You see, these people are probing into my life and they want to know who I am. And I kind of told them, and I'm sure it didn't sound anything like the people who are being possessed who say, oh, I am a. I just say, well, I'm athletic. I like gardening. I've been a musician all my life. I write poetry. I'm all kinds of ways. I mean, got a while? I mean, how could I tell you who I am? Would you like to experience it? Really, that's a real person talking there. And they know that. It's not sick. See, as far as um, caseloads and stuff like that, bust through it. Say, no, I think it's time because you're not guilty. What does that mean? Babes, it means that you need to just get your story together, tell your story, and do it in front of random people, the jury. Now, what do you think this arena is right here? Social media. See, if you have enough friends in that jury, I'm not talking about friends like, oh, like you go and play pool later on. No, there's two types of people here, and I want you to understand this. Back way away from your myopic self and say, so there's people that you can trust that they won't jack you in an emergency. They'll actually be there to help you. Those are friends. They will say what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. They're not going to really be there to like sulk over you while you're down. They kind of step away and say, well, we're over here rooting for you. You're leveling up to them through vibrational alignment. You're smiling, and there's no obligation or control freak there. And you just love each other. Those are friends. You have a decent presence with each other. See, there's people, there's friends, and then there's narcissists. How about like that? Like that? Do you like that? Yeah, that's what's really going on here. You're going, what's wrong? See, I thought it was like this. You're an empath. See, your empath is a friend capable of being a darned grasshopper's friend. She's like, look at it. It's playing the violin for me now. And what's happening? It really is. It's showing its best. It's like, God, I love you. And they have this other relationship with our universe. See, your narcissist is very jealous of that connection. And they're also very handicapped. You have to be gentle. See, when we talk about narcissists, these are very damaged people. They're adults. They're very small children in adult bodies. They've been stunted from heavy duty abuse, heavy trauma, way beyond the normal that you're supposed to have when you're just growing up. So and we're all continuing to grow up until the day we shed our bodies. You have to know that you have to kind of go through that. Huh? What? It's kind of a trauma. Maybe they just keep traumatizing your mind. Don't let it take over, but say, you never know. You don't know. You have to make sure that you're in your body and then get the experience and then say, yep, now I know. See, really, the word know is now. I'm not lying about this. The K is silent, and you're supposed to just go along with what's there. It's not no, it's now. That's what's there. And if there's such a thing as slurs and people saying something wrong, and it's sticking, and then there's the trajectory of fucking human evolution into a fucking. I know for a fact that all the problems, if it's rooted back to mind, there's an interfacing system that is being hijacked, and that's what there's wrong conveyance. Then back to the 12 fucking people that you need that's has opened up an account with reality and knows pretty much kind of, if you have the English language down, what we're talking about when we say the word table. More intricately as human species that has in fact logged in with reality, outer space, and says, no, this is the way it is. See, when they use certain terminology in your judicial courts, they want it. I mean, really, how does it make sense that they say you have the right to remain silent? See, that's your right. But then they say they'll make you swear in. You have to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. You need to talk to them about that. Can you? It might take 20 to 40, 200 years to finally flip it around and say, no, no. See, a lot would happen, though. See, too many people are being bamboozled about what outer space is, what reality is, what God is, right? All of that. It's all the same to me. And to tie it all together, it's love. It's now. It's that capacity. It's where you are right now. If you're listening to this, you made it. Thank your mother. She put you into a space suit. And now here you are. What have you been doing? Wait, what are you waiting for? Well, you should be waiting to become more and more calm so you can hear what's coming next. There's there's a peculiar thing happening. See, you're not a separate incident. Don't ever make them corner you and think that you're a separate incident here. No, that's why you have the judicial system over there. Now you're going to call upon 12 random people and you say, no, let's keep doing this because, whew, man, good luck to Jesus, huh? Save me. Save me, babes. Save me. The thing is you can't save me with the world. I'm not interested in, oh, Shauna, no. See, I just kind of, you have to build a good rapport with people, and people are fucking sick. And if you want to be heard, they're sick enough. See, they're so sick that you can't be heard, you can't be seen by them. How do you get seen and heard? You go to the judicial court system. You should be sitting down in like a pub scene where it's just on the side, here, let's go have lunch. They should know you. No suitcase or anything. It's more like this, hey, just checking in, you know how alone we can feel out there because there's a lot of cuckoo people, right? Yes, we're putting them in jail hopefully every goddamn day. And hopefully you didn't mistake who those people were. Hi, Christ, am I doing well? Girl, you are in such danger. What danger? I don't have fear. I feel like that people are treating me like I'm dangerous, and it's funny. There's a big misunderstanding happening, and I would love to tell my story. And I would love for there to be a scrutinization judicially, like this so-called record, the jacket that they try to put on people, period. It's just really not just me. Everybody needs to do this. And say, based on what? Because a lot of times those laws are exempt now. I don't know if you're my age, you'll find that some laws don't apply anymore. And why did I even go to jail for that in the first place? Kind of thing. And whatever that means, you need to forgive here and let live, but the problem with these toxic people that are 92%, if you are into your subject matter of narcissism, and there's sociopaths and sadomasochists and psychopaths and kind of all wearing masks and happy Halloween, baby. Because you have to wear a mask to get along in this world with that shit. See, I was trying to tell you, and it's all reversed on you. I was trying to tell you, I take my mask off during that season. Halloween, that's when I just say, I'm a witch. That's why you're afraid of me. The story about the witches, babes, is that they're harboring the truth and they're scary for a lot of people who are chicken shit, bottom line. And that's like a protective layer that the witch has. If you can't handle that mask, then you don't deserve what to come in. See, a lot of people don't get that. It's been reversed on them. No, here's it is. And now I'm going to the perfect little dolly, your narcissist. That's the one you trust, right? The one is doing nicey nice. I mean, they are plastic. Behind closed doors, they're not like that, by the way. No. They'll target somebody. And it could be a member of their family or their neighbor. Hard to tell who's who after a while because a healthy person will try to retaliate and say, no, fuck you. And throw a bomb back. And then what happens? The toxic person gets law enforcement and says, they bombed me. They're bombing me. And it's like, well, but the first offense is completely ignored, that they are being some way, that maybe it's not harmonious at all. Maybe it's intended to fucking open that rib space in your head for free, right? Come on, babes. We're going to have to put this on the table. You go to court and say, did you notice what's happening out here? It's just a run. It's a blind run, and I'm wondering when the fuck can I fucking heal my body? When do I get any time for my family and myself and my friends and anything that I think I'm fucking working for? Hi. Eventually, babes, will you support me? I'm caught in the tumbler now because some bullshit, and it's like later on they'll see that I'm going to thank them, but it'll be genuine. But I'm going to seek maximum punishment because I don't know why. Really, I think that they should if they get therapy, because I know for a fact that we're dealing with a population who has been abused way more severely than what I can say. No, and I say also, see, I say that if you're raised in a family with a lot of money and all they can think about is money. This is the truth now. I'm not making this up. So you can go ahead and unlike this, but no, you can go and study. Look at what's already statistically studied that they just kind of won't tell you. But you see, you have an emotionally cold environment there if you have just money hungry people, materialists. You have people that will actually kind of treat you like a dolly. They want you to be a certain way. They're dressing you up a certain way. If you're a child that has a little bit more fire. Literally, if you're born under a fire sign, Aries rising wouldn't have it. They're just going to say, you're not going to be able to put that clothes on me, those clothes on me. And it's really testing the humanity of those people there, because that's a person that has yet to grow into their own interests. You do not impose your lifestyle upon them. A lot of people do not know how to grow children and raise children. It's called rearing them, by the way, not raising. They changed the language on you. It used to be called rearing. See, now all you got to do, and this is what's going to be happening, see, for some reason, and they don't tell us the reason why. They have a weird book out there, and we're trying to figure out why is there a judicial system in the middle of what we're supposed to believe is camels and even, dark-skinned people running around over there, and then the blah, 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 and see, why is that going on? Well, we really don't know. It could be related to that. No, we're talking about outer space stuff. We're talking about universal. Remember, there's God we trust, and don't you see? We are a technology. No, we're being reduced down that. We're just doing ooga booga with sticks and stones down here. And yeah, we're trying to get into outer space sometimes. No, there's something that you are not being taught. And why are you watching this if it isn't more interesting? Because they're running a loop on you. Just go watch a movie. Yay! Are you really still interested in the movies, huh? Narcissists love their movies. And no, they're interesting because they're not making that shit up. No, especially when they start talking to you about Star Trek and stuff like that. Look at this is Star Trek already. You turn on, and then you just real time. You guys are doing Zoom and talking. Now, I don't know. This video is for entertainment purposes only. My entire channel is okay. I'm entertaining the human spirit. A lot of times, it's just the human spirit that likes to feel that funny bone wiggled when the truth is hit. It can be funny. It's like, right? That's George Carlin's. The best comedy is made from the truth. Just kind of in your face and just twist it. Not twist it, but what I'm saying is just kind of it's called humor. I don't know. There's skillful people out there that could just start running it down, and they're kind of mad looking, right? That's your comics up there. George Carlin, who else? There's that one crazy dude that used to scream. He used to go, ah, like, and everybody knew that he just was on, but he was funny because he was funny. If you listen to his material, I liked when he would start to talk about men and women and marriage, and he would get right into it. Well, the reason why she didn't like you because you got to learn how to fuck. Learn how to fuck a woman. Make her happy. It's not about you. Get away from her unless you're going to learn how to eat her pussy. He would say stuff like that, pardon me. That's funny shit. It's like, see, people would start laughing, and the women was like, yeah, because he loved to hear the women happy. And he was just completely fucking mad. Why? Well, why not? It's better than taking it so seriously and being ran through the tumbler at the courthouse and then saying, can I get 12 people to humor me here? Is there a reality? And do you think that this is a moral reason to have stood up against my narcissist or the sociopath that's completely obliviously living over there? They need to be rattled up. It's like, I hope that you fucking wake up. unfortunately, these people do it, but it's like 40 seconds before their last breath. They go, Eureka, you mean my entire life was lived in cognitive dissonance. It's too difficult for a narcissist. It says that they're malignant cases because they can't be reborn. They can't heal. It's important to understand that they're like a time machine there. They're looping back. They will always kind of just say, but this memory and that memory. It's like, no, look ahead. No, look ahead. Look away from. See, you're working out karma here, probably from a past, but no, look ahead, please. Start playing a different tune because you're fucking bringing people back into karma, and you're doing the karmic bidding of somebody that lived 250 years ago. You need to release your ancestry from spiritual prison, baby. I'm going to tell them who I am. I already know, and it's hard to be recognized around here, but I don't care if you don't believe it or not, but I know my life. You don't. I'm a kind of midwife, and if you let me, better watch out. I will be one out of many, 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 many to help rebirth the world into something that I hope it makes more sense in case you have kids. And now I look at women, I say they need to start pulling up on things, but really, where's your support system, right? And oh God, my cat is being so cute. I just can't believe this cat. I just can't believe it. I wish I could show you, but if I move my computer, it might rattle my computer is like hanging on an edge. And see, we're supposed to believe that we just have to chug away and struggle and work for all this while people, the rich, supposedly, but they're not rich. They're spiritually impoverished and hiding behind that system, and they're working for Satan. Hello, do I sound crazy? If not, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm sorry, there's words for this, but you know what? No, when you go to court, they kind of go like this, and then it's like you can use different words, but just say, "Oh no, I know that I have how long before you kill me." That's kind of what it's kind of ending up for me. I hate to say it like that, but no. See, if they don't, then can I live? Can I live in this society with you people? I'm fucking serious. I live in a small community here. Is there anybody living in Idlewild here? Hit like. Subscribe. It's not just in Idlewild here where there's a clashing of the people where it's like, ugh. And then they impounded my car. They just made it sure that I was crippled. They couldn't help. Instead, what they're there to do is to kick people around, and that is just it's spiritually, metaphysically, metaphorically. Sorry, my cat's part of the Matrix, and she's like, "Don't tell people about the evil that's there, and continue to feed me out of control." Um, uh, see, she just here I am. Rah. It's okay. It's okay. It's what's out there that's kind of agitating everything around, and see, my energy can be felt, and it's like, no, I am humanity, and I'm pretty sure we all need relief. I don't play your game of wearing masks. See, let's get back to the narcissist who wears the nicey nice mask. Nicey nice. Put your little red hat on and you're posing, but see, when you're facing a super sensitive empath, this is the truth. I'm not making this up. See, and if just one person is restraining me from saying something, why do they think that everybody else is, especially 12 people and from the court is going to be on their side too? Comments that I want to spend time and slow down on this and get my mental evaluation. Really, they better be careful, because you know what, this is the time right now for humanity to know that it's introspection time. They're going to be questioned by me, just my presence of just saying, well, and I would like to state that no, this is a normal human thing. You don't push that away and say you don't be that way. Sorry, that's just where we are. They won't be able to do that anymore. Just because you have passion and emotion and you can raise your voice like this, you're not still listening to me when I say it like this? That's weird. Huh, that's too bad because we thought you had a hearing problem and then you say you do and then we had to say it loud but then you tell us to stop yelling. When do we get some relief here because you people seem to be emotionally dysfunctioned? We deal, as women, with babies. You start crying, we rush into it and we have to help you, or otherwise you'll just die. Oh, you get upset too, but you're frustrated because you're just growing, and we have to understand that you're still growing. We don't punish you because you don't know something, that you spilled the milk on the floor. What do you know? Get on the stand and start talking. Get up, go. Start counting.